Hello from Villa Park, and this is your Scoring the Players. Obviously, it's a new season, so that means we are scoring the players. I'm on my own. Obviously, I was with Mike inside, but he's gone home. So these ratings are based on me seeing it once, and I've got a great view looking down as well, so I was high up, and I love being high up. Obviously, you guys who might have seen the game get a replay or two. I don't. So this is going on a more or less a bird's eye view, which is also the benefit. I can see widescreen, whereas you at home on TV can't, because I can see all the pitch. So we're going to start off with Nick Pope, who barely had anything to do. That's how well our defence played today. Barely had anything to do. I'm going to go straight with a 7. Saved a shot low down from Malin in the stoppage time. Couple of shots straight at him. Yeah, one kick was disappointing, but yeah, didn't do anything wrong. Eddie Howe's got faith that he's going to be the number one to start off with this season, so 7 out of 10. Over at right back, Kieran Trippier, who was ripped apart, if you remember last season here. Again, did okay, did fine. A couple of times he was beaten for pace, but delivery spot on, leadership spot on. 7 out of 10 for me, once again. Yeah, not wrong. Fabian Schär, again, another one who was ripped apart here back in April. Really, really good. Handled Watkins, I think Byrne and Schär handled Watkins really well. I'm going to score both Dan Byrne and Fabian Schär, both an 8 on this one. I think they handled him really well because he ripped us apart last season. The channel runs and so on, we couldn't cope with it. But both of those two centre-backs were fine. Absolutely spot on. In all honesty, Newcastle played that well. Our defence wasn't massively tested. Left back, Tino Livramento, who will probably start and move over to right back in the next few games once Lewis Hall builds full match fitness. So again, another one fine. 7, I'll match with Trippier on the other side. 7 going forward. The only slight criticism of Livramento, I'd like to be a little bit more decisive in the final third. You know, cross it with your left if you can, and he's not left-footed, or maybe have a shot on the edge of the box. Have that confidence to do it, but 7 out of 10 for me. We'll start with negativity. I think Bruno Guimaraes is a contender for worst player of the match, and that might be controversial. I just think he wasn't at it today. He really was not at the pace. Players were going past him and he was dispossessed and trying to make through balls and losing possession. He was really poor today, mind, I have to say that. And it's not often that we'll say this, and I've got every confidence that next game he'll be a 9 out of 10 against Liverpool, because that's the quality the player is. But just today, there's just something just wasn't there for me. I'm going to score him a 5 out of 10. 5. I think, obviously, when we had the red card, he had a lot more of the ball, but a 5 out of 10 for me. Joe Linton, his fellow Brazilian sidekick with their bleach blonde hair, slightly better. 6 for me. 6 for me. He did a little bit more than what Bruno did. He didn't get possessed as much, but I didn't see enough of Joe Linton in the final third. I would have liked to seen that. I'd done that in the video last night. I would have liked to see him in the final third, but we didn't see that. Tonali, slightly better again. I'll go 7 for Sandro Tonali. Lungs on him. That's all we ever say about Sandro Tonali, lungs on him. Didn't see much of him on the ball, mind. Again, I would like to see him in the final third, especially down to 10 men. But we didn't see that. But I thought he was the most creative out of the 3 midfielders. So 7 for Sandro Tonali. We'll start with Anthony Elanga. I think Anthony Elanga's, he was hit and miss today. Should have scored for me when he's running through one-on-one. A couple of times he got past Digna, a couple of times, and he really should have been booked the fullback, and that was just raw pace. But again, a couple of other times, flat as to deceive. I think it's a player in progress. I think at times this season where you'll see Murphy start and Elanga will start, similar to possibly the 2 goalkeepers. I don't think there's too much between Murphy and Elanga. Elanga had a chance and pressed it in. Second half he was disappointing. That he was obviously subbed off. Did a hell of a cross when he beat his man as well. I'm going to score him a 6. I don't think it was absolutely shocking but a 6 for me for the winger. And look, we're hoping to see more of it. Over on the left-hand side, Harvey Barnes, poor, really, really poor. Tried to claim a penalty in the first half. Second half, he was awful. He's a contender for worst player of the match alongside Bruno for me. I'm actually going to knock him down to 4. I think he was the worst player on the pitch. Barnes just didn't do anything. He kept losing the ball. His decision making was poor. But then again, I'm being critical, and it's based on one game, because I've got to remember that it's not based on the spread of 10, 20 games. This is based on one game. Barnes just was not at it today for me. And in an ideal world, you would have had Gordon left wing and a proper striker for the middle, but it's not an ideal world that we live in, unfortunately. Do you know Anthony Gordon? I'm actually going to score Gordon a 7. I think he was the best out of the forward 3 by quite a distance. He was tracking back, he was doing the high press, he was creating chances. You had a shot on the edge of the box that went low, you had a deflected shot, you had a header, you got under the header. That's my criticism of that. I think a striker just probably flicks that on. And but yeah, working hard. But look, we all know that we don't want to see a Gordon through the middle, but I can't criticise him too much today. I really can't. He's not a striker. He's being asked to do a job there. So you get to 7 for me. And there's your start 11. Substitutes. We'll start with Murphy. Didn't have enough time to impact, so yeah, longer than everyone else. I will score him a 6. Just a 6 for me. Wasn't there enough for me to see enough of the ball. Lewis Miley got less minutes. I thought Miley was poor, by the way. I thought Miley was poor coming off the bench. Nah, just not at it today. So 5. And then the last substitute, Willa Sula, only got 6 minutes. We're not going to score Willa Sula. We'll score non-applicable because there just wasn't enough time to impact the game. And probably 10, 12 minutes with stoppages, but not enough time. So non-applicable for Willa Sula. Let's talk about Eddie Howe. The starting 11, spot on. Could he do anything about it? I thought first half we were brilliant. Can't really question Eddie Howe. The only time I'll probably question Eddie Howe today is when that red card happened. Be brave. Can he chuck another one further forward? We didn't. It was more or less like for a lot of it. That's my only criticism of him, because I think we could have went on and nicked it. Look, he's been dealt with a major blow that he hasn't got a strike, and Callum Wilson's not at the club either. So I don't want to be too harsh on Eddie Howe. It's a point on the road, clean sheet. We played well. Second half, before the red card, the 20 minutes, Villa had a lot of the ball, but didn't really. Do you know what? We didn't look worried defensively like we did in April. So for that, take it into context. I'll score him a 7 out of 10 for me. 7. So most players have got 7s, and a couple have got 5, 1 a 4. So man of the match, then that leaves that to probably one of the 2 centre backs, to be honest with you. Looking at the scores, obviously I don't have replays, what you guys have got at home. I say bird's eye view. So I don't know. Why not? I'll go Fabian Schär. Why not? Because he had a torrid time last year. He nicks it just because I like him more. There we go then. So that's scoring the players. Let us know your ratings, 1 to 11. Who was the man of the match? That's what I want to know. And also who just flattered to deceive. Do you agree with me or do you not? Because if you don't, that's what the comments box is all for. Help me out. I've got loads of videos, all one-man show a day. It's 2 previews, 4 videos on my own for match day as well. So 6 in total from me. Drop us a massive like. That'll be lovely. And we'll see you soon here on Newcastle Fans TV.